And we are here for another episode of The Quest, riding our SS Yamama. That's right, that's the name of our ship. Get used to it.
We are the two explorers in Yamama.
In Yamama. We are exploring in Yamama.
That's right.
That's what we're doing. Oh, shit. We are here. Welcome to The Quest. This is where we are on a hunt for the best sci-fi and fantasy movies. That's right. You
we are.
Hopefully are aware of what we do with our themed-based podcasts. The other one, of course, is Grim Tales, the podcast. It's where we do our horror. And this is where we do our sci-fi fantasy. And as always, above us, right here, is the film that we're doing tonight. And if you are listening on the audio version, that is High Life with, what the hell's his name? Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson. Batman.
Yeah.
Batman.
Yep.
He's not the definitive. He's not the definitive Batman, but he is the latest Batman. He is the one playing the current Batman that's going on right now. But still, that is the movie we're doing tonight. We are doing High Life. It is a sci-fi movie, very odd one, different. Very,
indeed, that is.
Very, very atmospheric. There was some shit that I didn't think was necessary. But we'll
absolutely. Yeah, we'll definitely get into that.
We'll dive into that in a second. Before we get into that, let's do the professional bullshit, because we always have to get that out of the way. If you are looking on screen for our visual watchers, you see down below right here, boom, that is the URL you need to go to. That URL contains all things Noble and Noble affiliated. That link for the listener people is http://linktr.ee/NOBULL_GI. That is linktr.ee/Noble_GI. For all you audio listeners, go to that. That is all things. That's a Discord, that's a YouTube, that's a Twitch, that's everything there. And then as affiliation, you'll also find the Synthpop Radio and so forth and so on. Audio, your visual people, you see it on there. Go to it. And that is the professional bullshit out of the way. Now we can get to the
out of here, professional shit.
Fuck out of here with that shit.
Fuck out of here with that shit.
Now,
what an interesting film.
No,
interesting fucking film.
I agree. I will. I know. Okay. I want to let you first, because here's the thing.
Okay.
We haven't really talked much about this film. And the only thing that you said to me was something really bugged you. That's all you said. That's all you said. And now I want to dive into, because here's the thing. The reason I have to dive into this, right? We're going to go, okay. I have my script right here. We're going to go through some of this shit in a little bit. But here's the reason why I have to dive into this now is because you and I are both very, very thick-skinned people. It does not,
we are.
It takes a lot to really fuck with us in ways.
Absolutely. And I'll even say, we don't discuss the movie in order. We just talk about the movie. Yeah. And there were rape scenes in this movie. They didn't bother me at all.
No. I was like, okay. I've seen it
rape
before.
Scenes, whatever.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's right.
But
absolutely. But I was unfazed, you know.
But seen it in plenty of movies. It happens in movies. It doesn't bother me. Now, let me tell you one thing, though. So there's this scene where
I have a feeling I know which one is. I have it written in my shit too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was watching a movie with my wife. Okay. She was sitting next to me. I was watching a movie. Whatever. My girl almost fell off her ass. Okay. There's this one scene where Patrick, what's his name? I mean Robert
Pattinson. Yeah.
Robert Pattinson is bathing a little baby, and I'm gonna be clean about this because it has to do with a child. They fucking show the baby's labius. Okay.
No, they did. No, the thing is, okay. Here's my thing. You can bathe a kid in a movie, right?
I've never seen that. The only thing, that point.
No, the only thing that they did and they did wrong in this part, the reason why that did bother me, I have it in my notes too. It bothered me because they showed it, like, and it wasn't like for a brief second. It was just like, look, here's a baby, and it's just like, it made me feel really uncomfortable. I was like, did you really have to do that? Was that necessary?
It was an uncomfortable scene, and how they got away with that, I don't fucking know. That's child pornography.
I don't understand it. I don't. Because here's the thing. It had nothing to do. Okay, it didn't better the story in any way, right? I can understand if it was necessary, if you needed to do something necessary to further the story, that would be one thing. Right. But how did that better the story? How did it serve the story in any way?
No way whatsoever. What this movie is full of that. There is so much cum in this movie.
I know, dude. Okay, my thing. Here's the thing, right? The one where she finally gets Pattinson.
Yeah,
and she's sitting there. She
rapes him.
Yeah, she does. She fucking straight up drugs him and rapes him. Yeah. Then goes in there because she can't have babies, right? So she goes in there and like hand scoops out all the nut that's running out, gets it, and then walks it scooped in her hand to the fucking thing where she needs to like put it in the machine.
Hooks it up with a needle or whatever, and then shoves it up
my God,
vagina. Like come on, like.
You just raped two individuals right there, basically.
Two.
And that's not the only. I mean, the one dude, Jesus Christ.
The one dude fucking tries to rape a girl. That didn't go through.
No, here's the thing. I understand most of the shit of this movie because they were all inmates, and you basically locked a whole bunch of inmates in space. So a bunch of shit's going to go wrong. I get it.
So Earth's government gave these people an option. You can serve out your life sentence or the electric chair, I'm assuming, or do something for humanity and go do something out in space. But they didn't tell them they would never come back and shit like that. It was just it was fucked up.
Here's my problem with this fucking I do have a problem with the story of this movie, right? My problem with the story of this, there was two plots to this story. There was the doctor. She was trying to create life, basically.
Yes.
And then something they were like they wanted to send one of the shuttles into a black hole to get some research done, right? But here's the fucking problem. They never once ever say what the fuck the research is. What do you
Well, they really don't.
What are you doing? Like, are you just recording the black hole or like what?
Yeah. So a lot of the movie makes not a lot of sense. The dialogue in this movie was terrible.
Well, there's not a lot of dialogue.
There's not a lot of dialogue. And whatever there was there didn't add to the story, okay?
No, it was kind of just them. Like, there was a lot of flashbacks and shit.
Now, did the doctor take it upon herself to do this study, or was that one of the things that they were ordered to do?
No, that was one of the things they were ordered to do because if you remember when he was talking about the log, he was like, child is okay and all that other bullshit. So he's making logs about everything. So
yeah.
I don't know.
And they came out with an ingenious idea to make sure these people, once got out of the government's grasp, still did what they were supposed to do. If they didn't check in every 24 hours, their life support was shut down.
Yeah.
So that was intriguing.
No, it's like the movie wasn't bad. The movie wasn't bad. It was a watchable, passable film. It wasn't like I'll go into the financials real quick. Like, the film had a budget. What was it? It was here we go. It was 8 million euro, right, which equals out to $8,707,640. It's a fairly big budget for an independent film, but keep in mind there's three people in this film, right? There's Robert Pattinson, which is even at the time of this release, he's not a nobody. He's not a
No.
nobody. I mean, I'm trying to forgive him for Twilight. Okay, I really am. Over the last 5 years, I've been giving him the benefit of a doubt. The last film I seen him in was the latest Batman movie, which was okay. He's not my favorite Batman, but it was
seen
okay.
it, but
It's not bad. It's actually really good. Again, it's not my favorite Batman, but it was passable. So I'm slowly forgiving him for Twilight. Slowly,
because he didn't do too bad in this movie at all.
No, he's not a bad actor. I just got a bad taste in my mouth for all the shitty Twilight movies he did.
It's that sexy chiseled face of his.
I want to fucking rub my nutsack across it, like. But yeah, so the movie's budget was in U.S. dollars because I guess it was a British film. I'm assuming.
A lot of the other actors were. They sounded.
I think they were
Australian.
all British. I think they were all British because I think Robert
British.
Pattinson is British. The only American was one of the other actors because it had my Goth. I believe she might be English. I can't remember exactly what she is. And then of course you had Andre 3000, which is American.
Right. He's an American rapper.
Yeah, exactly. Which he was in there. So you had my Goth, which is her career is starting to pop off real big.
Oh, blow up, man.
She's in a lot of shit now. Her and what's the chick between her and that other chick that was in X, the Spanish chick that's in like fucking.
I forget her name now, but I know who you're talking about.
She's doing like Wednesday and all that bullshit now.
Yeah.
Yeah, those two actresses are fucking blowing up right now. But Maya Goth is in this. Andre 3000's in this, and of course Robert Pattinson's in this. So they took a large chunk of that $8 million. Now, here's where it gets funny. The actual it's sad. It's really sad. Their box office was only 2.8 million. So it didn't even make back half of its
It didn't even recoup.
Nope. No. This was the epitome of a flop. This was
this definitely flop, and I can see why. The movie was slow. Okay, the movie was a lot of talking, not a lot of action. You know what I'm saying?
Which, I hear the
type
thing.
movie.
I normally don't mind atmospheric movies,
but it has to intrigue me. It has to. The overall story was kind of decent, but I don't know. The dialogue didn't really draw. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of these characters did not work for me.
No, they weren't near the. I don't know. I didn't care. I didn't care about it.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah, and throughout I'm gonna be honest with you. Throughout the second half of the movie, I just finished it because I needed to finish it.
Like, I won't say I did that. I mean, I actually was intrigued with the movie. But here's the thing: not even the kid actress, right? Because I have both of them, right? So where is it? Where is that? It's in here.
His daughter, right?
Yeah, but there was two actresses that played. Played it because they had the young one and the old one.
Baby and the old one.
What do we got? Here we go. Scarlett Lidsov, or I'm going to butcher Lindsev played the baby version or young version of Willow. That's the name of the character. And then the older version was played by Jessie Rose. Now, here's the thing. I know that a lot of people are going to be mad at me for saying this, but when we were saying none of these characters, I didn't care. I didn't even care about the kid. Fuck that kid. Like, the kid didn't even interest me. Like, I really, like, you usually when you think of a kid, like, you're like, oh man, at least I hope the kid survives, right?
Right.
Didn't care.
I didn't care. I just didn't care. Listen, the movie was a good movie. The movie went into different things that didn't even need to happen to tell the story. I don't mind this because I'm a pervert, but the movie was over-sexualized.
Oh, it was. This is that. Okay, I can't believe I'm about to say this. I can't believe I'm about to say this. It took a sci-fi film. Like, usually I say, like, a movie can get by without any sex, but sex usually can make it, if they have it, it makes it a plus. This is a movie that did not. I mean, it could have had a little bit of sex in it, sure. You know, just because, you're in space, of course you're going to fucking fuck. But, like, there was the one scene, and I'm not going to lie and say that I didn't rewind it twice. There was the one scene with the doctor when she's in her, like, sex dungeon.
And that red room thing. Yeah, that
she's got, like, fucking straps, and she's got, like, this weird electronic dildo thing. And
she put the condom on it and
shit.
Like,
it's like, was this necessary? Like,
right. Right. Wonderful scene, like you said, but it didn't need to
and
be
here's
there.
the thing: they even emphasized the whole rape thing, right? Because Pattinson's character became celibate. He purposely said he didn't want to do any masturbation or anything like that. He wanted to just be celibate because it made him feel stronger. Fair enough.
Yeah.
So the doctor knew this, and she still drugged him and took his nut.
Absolutely. And throughout the whole movie, she was trying to get it.
Yeah, she was. She was trying
to get it.
So
and then after a while, she said, "I'm not gonna get it." She fucking put everybody to sleep and raped them.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's basically what happened.
And it's the most creepiest shit because when she was done and she's all out of breath, you can hear the whisper. She's like, "Oh, thank you." Like,
yeah, she was thanking him and shit. Like, what?
Like you just raped my guy. Like,
and then she goes to the side of the bed, squats down, and starts to
he scoops it out, like,
shit out his cum. Like, wow.
Like, this movie was a weird one. Like, I did not expect it to be like, usually you don't expect shit like this from sci-fi.
And you know what's funny? I don't know her name, but I know the producer of the movie was a female, man. She had a cum fetish. Okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Because there was a lot of cum fetish. A lot of cum.
Oh my god, this movie had cum in it. Like, what the fuck?
Like, there was a lot of cum. There was a handful of titty. There was some butt shot. There was an occasional nuts. There was some nuts in it. No penis, but there was a little bit of nuts in it. Because the guy who got his ass, he crawled out and he was all hanging out.
Oh yeah, he's just all butt naked and shit. I mean, but he got what he deserved. I mean, he was a piece
absolutely.
of shit. But Maya Goff's titties.
I knew where we're going here.
Lovely.
I knew.
I don't know what I told you. What did I tell you over text messages? I would buy front row tickets to those titties any day.
And this is the second time because I remember you saying the similar thing when we watched X.
Yes. Yeah. Those are my titties. She knows it. They're mine. She knows it. Titties. She puts them out there, but she knows they belong to VC Lorander. All mine.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
They're just. That's why they were there.
That's why. For me,
they were presented.
It's my present. You know.
Oh my god. No, it's like I don't know. Like now here's the thing. I don't know if I was supposed to feel uncomfortable about this too, but it's like all right when the daughter was older. Right, and then they finally they jump back, and she's like all laying up in the bed with them, all like I don't know, like sexy like and shit. I'm just like
almost sexy like, yeah.
I'm like,
and then they ruined the scene. And she's all like bleeding everywhere and
shit. Yeah.
Like, yeah, they had to emphasize that she was becoming a woman.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know. Like, not half. Like Emily said, the movie was passable, but there was a lot of shit in this movie that didn't need to be in the film.
No, not at all.
Like, if it, I guess don't get me wrong. If this shit was in the film and it actually enhanced the story, fair enough.
Fair enough.
Like the whole baby thing, that did not need to be in there. Like you could have like done a shoulder view, and the baby could have been sitting in there, and you could have like showed it from a shoulder, like over the shoulder kind of deal,
or even a side view, you know, because all you see is her thigh, you know what I mean, and her rump, but you don't see her vagina. Like
this was just like. Bam, like bam, bam, and it's just like, and I'm just like, I'm like, this is like, why? Like,
this happened.
Why? Like, I've never felt so uncomfortable with it. This was just like, why'd you do that? Like,
there are people out there that get 15, 20 years for having a picture of a baby.
And you just put this shit in a movie.
And you put it in a movie. Like, that doesn't make sense to me.
And the fact that this shit is on Paramount, like just because I don't know, I don't know. I have seen movies that have like rape in it and all that other weird, like fucked up shit, right? And they're like, that movie, ban that movie, ban it, right? Yeah. And then there's this, and I'm just like, that's not art. Like why? Like how is that art? Tell me what is artistic about having a naked baby in a bathtub? Like. That's child exploitation. That's what the fuck that is.
Well, exactly. Like me and my wife, our jaws dropped. We were like, "Whoa, what?
Yeah.
What did I just see?"
Absolutely.
Like this kid's gonna grow up, right? To sue. You know how? What was that? What was that artist that the kid grew up? He was. Oh my god, was it?
Talking about
it was Nirvana, right?
Oh no, you're talking about the one on the Nirvana album cover.
On the Nirvana album cover, yeah, he grew up to sue and shit. That's what's gonna happen, man. Absolutely. I'm telling you.
This like that little girl. Like I looked at it. The little girl right now is maybe like maybe 4 or 5 or something right now.
Yeah.
And she has no idea. She has no idea that was a thing. Like, here's the thing.
Yeah.
There's
Nona parts were on TV without her permission, without even knowing
like,
already.
You want to talk about you want to talk about all this shit about consent and all this other bullshit? That come on, guys.
Yeah.
Like that's just pure. Like that. That is my strike on this film. Is that didn't need to happen. It didn't need to be in the film. It didn't need to be there.
No. Nope.
Like that did not make me give any more shits about that character.
No.
Like I didn't. No. I wasn't like, oh man, I'm closer to that fucking actress now. I hope she makes it through the whole movie. I still didn't care. Like,
yeah, because they were trying to depict him as a powerful daddy figure.
Yeah,
but you didn't need to.
Like, don't
show
get me
the
wrong.
baby in
I
that
totally
position,
get especially like in
right.
Like, if you're a parent, you got to do what you got to do, right? Like
if you're a single father, you got to do that stuff.
Exactly. Now here's the thing. I'm lucky enough. My lady's here. My daughter is my daughter's old enough now.
Yeah,
I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah,
but here's the other thing.
Have to do that
even if me and her have if me and her decide to have another kid down the line and it lands up being a girl, there's certain things that she's taking care of because daddy if daddy had to take care of it, then fine. But if daddy don't need to take care of it, mommy takes care of that shit. Right? So the fact I understand what they were trying to display.
Oh, I get it, but it just didn't need to.
You could have did that. You could have did that with a 3-second scene of him sitting on the side of the bathtub, and you know that the kid's in the bathtub. You could have did that. Could have been the whole scene, and it emphasizes that. Yeah, and it emphasizes
a lot of movies do.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of movies do baby bath scenes, but they don't fucking go that far.
They don't go in like, hey, bam, baby, like.
Yeah, like what?
No, don't.
Yeah, that was nuts. That was fucking nuts.
But I don't want to make the whole conversation about that, even though. But let's let you guys know if you haven't watched it, I don't know why the fuck you're watching this. But
you're watching this, yeah.
But if you haven't, there's your fucking warning. Like, that was unnecessary. Ready. It was unnecessary. I didn't. Now though, to flip the script a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. I did like the dungeon scene. Okay, I'm just saying.
It
was weird. It was unnecessary. It was completely unnecessary and did not need to be happening.
That was a full consenting female. Okay,
that
was a grown ass woman.
But here's the thing. Okay, here's my thing. Right. So you're gonna tell me, okay, you're all inmates. Even the doctor, she's an inmate because she killed her baby.
Yes, yep.
So
and her husband.
Yeah, exactly. So they're all inmates. Okay. They're all in there. So you're going to tell me, I guess her arrangement was like, look, I want to work on my research and try to see if I can make a baby. And 2, I need you to install a sex dungeon in there. That was the budget. That was in the government budget of this station. And tell me why. Tell me why. The mother, okay, I understand the physics, well, the general physics of space, right? Everybody gets like, spaceships wrong, right? You don't need wings and shit because there's no air and shit in space, right? You don't need wings and
you
shit.
You don't need to lift or anything. You're just
But why the fuck did this fucking ship look like a sea battery?
You know what it reminded me of, right? They were square kind of, so they remind me of the Borg.
No, it didn't even remind me of the Borg because here's the thing. Like it reminded me of it's a sea battery, right? Like those big long wide ones.
Yeah, the white one with the 2 dots at the end.
Yeah. That's what that reminded, because he had the little jets at the back, and it looked like that. Yeah. I'm like, it looked like a sea battery floating in space. I'm like, what the fuck? Like you couldn't make the ship look any like it had to be that. Like
it was, because you're right. It wasn't even a cube. It was more like a triangle. Type,
it was weird, dude. Like
of 2 dots on the tip.
That was here's the thing. I've seen some really, really ugly ships. Okay, I played Destiny, and some ships in Destiny look fucking god awful bad. Okay, but this, by far, is the worst looking ship depiction I've ever seen in anything.
Yeah, so obviously the budget didn't go towards proper animating of a
ship,
nice looking ship.
Even space looked okay. Oh, I got another gripe for you. All right, when he's trying to conserve power in the ship, and he's getting rid of the bodies. He's in the airlock.
They fall down. I know.
He's picking the bodies up and he's going like that, right? Okay. No. And then you're going to bring them and drop them out the door and they fall straight down.
Let me tell you, at the position that he was, which is basically between the ship, the airlock, he was already on the other side. So all those bodies should have been floating.
Yeah, they right there. Unless he pushed them out, they should have put it.
Himself should have been floating unless he had the magnetic boots on.
Which he didn't.
So there was a lot of physics.
Or better yet,
that didn't make
in
sense.
the beginning of it, when he's outside the ship fixing the outside of the ship, and the baby screams and he drops the tool, and the tool fucking falls down the bottom, like you're in space.
The tool should have just floated right in front of him.
Just whoop, just right there. Should have floated
They
off.
were just
like
space physics. And
whoever
that's my
did
thing about this movie.
That is a gripe. That is a gripe for me,
That's a
because if you're
gripe.
going to make a sci-fi film in space, you got to know your sci-fi.
There are space rules, my friend. Okay, you have to follow these space rules.
This chick was more worried about cum and forgot all about the physics of space. Like, completely forgot about how space works. And here's the thing. Okay, you want to go into that one? I got another one for you. If you skeet in space, the shit's going to fucking float too.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I
This
get
shit
it
was
inside.
running, dude. No.
Gravity was
I'm not talking
on.
about that. I'm talking about when she was and the cum was running down her leg.
Yes. Yeah.
None of that. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. It was.
No.
Yeah. The movie didn't even follow space physics. Okay. A lot of things didn't. Like even the daughter and the father. The father sounded American, right?
Yeah.
He did not have an accent, while she sounded Australian to me. Okay, she hasn't been around nobody else but him.
Yeah, she
but
should have his accent.
Somehow she gets an Australian accent. Tell me how the fuck that works.
Here you go. No. Okay, here you go. You want to go into this one too, right? Now here's the thing. I usually give a little bit of free pass with science fiction, right? Because there's science, there's a level of science that needs to be there. And then of course there's the fiction that you can get away with, right?
Right.
But here's the thing. Okay, so they had time dilation, right? So basically they were there for like probably over 100 years. And they're not aging that fast because they're near a black hole and all that other shit, right? Totally understand the physics between a black hole. I love science. I understand time. Yeah, I understand time dilation, all that bullshit. Totally. But why? As the girl grew up to be like 18 years old, why the fuck did he still stay the same age?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think they made him look like a little more grayish, maybe a little bit, but nothing.
18 years. He was at least in his 30s when like before he had the baby.
Yeah.
30, so he was in his 50s. You're gonna tell me he just got. Yo, let me tell you something. If Robert Pattinson ages like that in 60, then he's got some great genes. All right.
Just saying. He does, and I want those genes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. He didn't age at all. They didn't even try no makeup or anything. That made me mad.
And just say the cliffhanger at the end of the movie. Like, we don't know if they survived. We don't know if it was just a white light.
Yeah, they did that whole. He said he's like, "Hey, Willow," is it?
Her name,
and she's like, "Yes," and then the light, and it's just like, "Are you dead?"
Like, yeah, like what happened? Like, that's it.
I think here's the thing. I'm going to tell you something. This movie tried, and I don't know if this is exactly what it did or not, but from my point of view, this movie tried to take inspiration from a movie that I actually did enjoy, right? A very, very dialogue-heavy science fiction movie that I actually adore. It's called Sunshine. I love Sunshine. Sunshine was a beautiful fucking movie. If you haven't seen it, go see it.
I don't know if I have.
Oh, it's a great fucking movie. It's about these people. The planet's dying. The sun's burning out, right? The planet's getting colder. The sun's burning out. So basically, they get these people with a bomb on the front of the ship, and it's a one-way mission. Everybody knows everybody who's on this,
blow up the sun,
and they're going
to
to go blow up, to reignite it. And everybody's going.
I think I've seen it. Yeah,
it's a great fucking movie. It's about people going, and the whole story is a beautiful fucking film, right? Very atmospheric, very dialogue heavy. Not great, not a large amount of atmosphere. It's very quiet, like this movie was. And
it was. Yeah,
but it was actually well done. Like it wasn't like a low budget film. And ironically enough, this tried to ride off of the idea of that and tried to twist it up a little bit with prisoners and shit like that. But like the concept was all right, but
they just didn't. I don't know. It just wasn't done well.
Plus,
it was slow, oversexed. Yeah, not even oversexed, just sexualized.
Think about this, right? Though, think about this. Okay, because there's a logic hole to this too. Okay, so you're the government, okay, and you're funding this government program to send inmates into space to do research, right? Okay, okay, hear me out. You're going to spend billions of dollars on spaceships to put inmates in space.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
And they're going to do research. Now, mind you, none of these, half the people that were on that ship were like crackheads and shit. They even emphasize that. So you're going to give crackheads the task of doing science work in space.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, but I guess the mentality behind it, at least on the government side, is, why send good people when we can send these,
yeah, but good people
of society.
Good people are actually going to do work. Like, for example, if I worked for NASA and I said, shit, I could cut the budget and just send fucking assholes right out of high school. What? That wouldn't make sense, right? Because you need real astronauts. You need people who know how to survive in space. Like, you're going to tell me these people that were just on death row know how to survive in space.
Yeah, and run those instruments and everything on
the ship, go outside and fix the shit, do the fucking the greenery and all that. Come on.
I don't know. Maybe they got some training, I guess, before they shot them out into space. But
now, again, like I said, I am not too critical on science fiction. I do give science fiction a little bit of a break because, it's science fiction. I mean, shit. You got like 3-headed monsters and shit. Whatever.
Absolutely. A lot of shit don't make sense in science fiction.
Yeah. But this, there has to be, there is a level of science to your fiction. And there wasn't much science. If anything, the only thing that made sense on a scientific level in this film was the time dilation. Right? So you're like, okay, you're at a black hole. Of course, time runs slower. That's the only thing that they seem to get right. Because, dude, okay, I'm going to tell you this right now, too. So the outside of the ship, ugliest ship I've ever seen. The inside of the ship, to me, I've seen a lot of ship interiors. This it looked like a regular hallway. It didn't even, like, there's certain ways a spaceship looks, right?
Well,
this
you
just
gotta
looked
have
like a hallway.
Metallic feel. Yeah, it just looked like a regular.
I mean, fuck, you don't have to do that. I mean, Star Trek, their shit had rugs and shit, but at least when they were walking through the corridor, it felt like they were walking through a ship, not a fucking regular hallway. This felt like a room.
Sounds and everything.
This just felt like an actual room, like a building. Yeah. That's what it felt like. It didn't feel like a ship. I'm just like, man, I don't know.
Because they're talking about 8 million, and like you said, all that went to the big guys, to the big characters in the movie.
You know what? And people are gonna hate on me for this, and that's fine. I don't care. But here's my thought. I think that and I don't know this director. I don't know her for anything. I don't know. But here's my blind shot in the dark. And I'm gonna make a quote right now. This is a blind shot. Okay, that's not fact. This is just me, basically being a ball breaker. I think Chick was a fan of Twilight, and she had that fucking like Robert Pattinson crush, right? She finally gets the idea of putting him in a movie, right? She finally gets the opportunity to put him in a movie. Well, we can't put him in a vampire movie. That failed miserably, right?
It's been done, yeah.
Yeah, that didn't do him no good. He wouldn't do a fucking vampire flick if you paid him $1 trillion, because it would ruin his career all over again. So let's you know what? Let's put him in a space movie. But I don't know nothing. But I don't know nothing about space. I'm not even going to do any research about space. I'm not going to follow any rules of science fiction. I'm just going to put Robert Pattinson in space with a lot of titties and some rape, and we're going to call it a science fiction movie.
Boom. We got $1 million.
Now, again, I know, I'm not saying this was a horrible movie. It was a passable movie. It wasn't a good movie either. It was passable.
It was a movie that, towards the middle, I struggled a little bit, won't lie. But, and when the end came, highly disappointed. Made no sense. We don't even know what happened to them. And a lot of titties and a lot of cum. That's what this movie.
More cum than titties.
More cum than titties, which is weird.
And I want to know what I'm gonna say it right now. I want to know what they used for cum, because that was really convincing.
It was.
Like, that shit looked like cum. Like,
did all these dudes really come up everywhere? And I don't know.
Did Robert Pattinson share his skadoosh with the lady? Like,
skadoosh.
Here's my skadoosh. Bam, there you go. That's a skadoosh. That's what that is.
A lot of skadoosh in this film.
A lot of skadoosh.
Too much skadoosh, man.
I'm just saying. All that skadoosh. Here on the SS Yamama, we don't have any skadoosh. Okay, but sadly we don't have any titties either. It's very empty here.
We don't have any females, unfortunately. It's just me, crewmate here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
We're just explorers. We're out
yeah.
here just looking
It gets
for
really
great
late.
films.
Now I'm not going to say that I haven't drugged you a couple times and did things like this movie at this big.
They're not supposed to do. They're not supposed to know that.
Yeah, I know.
That
I
wasn't part of the
I
script.
thought we were sharing.
I mean, you know, me myself, I like to squeeze cum out of my butt. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what I'm saying. You know,
here and there, like the doctor,
what
you know?
it is, right? You know what he likes to do? He likes to run around the ship, squeezing skadoosh out of his butt, and
Out of
walking
his butt,
around
yep.
like it's a balloon, like Pennywise.
Yeah, I store it.
Yeah.
I like to.
We all float down here, like.
And instead of inseminating, Maya Goth, I inseminate aliens as we find them.
Yeah. Well, we are
everywhere.
we are the Captain Kirk of this galaxy.
Yeah.
We boldly go where no one has gone before and have sex with every alien that we come across.
I would love a job like that. Just going out to space and just fucking
Just
aliens.
fucking aliens for
all
a
the
regular.
time.
Yeah.
Fuck
it.
yeah, dude.
Why not?
Fuck yeah.
Why not?
Why not? Why not?
Oh my God.
That has to be a job in the future because I'm gonna be like 90 and still sign up for that shit.
See, I don't know if I'll be good enough at 90, man. I'm hanging low as it is, man. At 90, man, that shit's gonna be down to my ankle. I'm gonna need
technology, You never know.
Yo, let me tell you something. You know how they get like facelifts for people?
Yeah.
I need like that for my scrotum.
Yeah, like a ball lift.
Like a ball lift.
Oh my God,
shit.
We're gonna get so banned.
It's all right. We're good.
Oh,
We're good.
Yep.
If by now, I mean, we've been doing this for a long time now. By now, if you're still watching us and you are mad about what we are saying here tonight, it's your fault. All right, you should know better.
Because we get nasty. We do draw the lines at babies and shit like this movie.
Yeah,
but anything else is a go. Anything else is a fucking go. So get used to it.
Absolutely, fucking y'all motherfuckers ain't seen shit. But no, I don't know. Like I said, this movie wasn't bad. It definitely wasn't good.
It wasn't good, but it wasn't
passable.
bad.
If anything, it was a little above average, right? It wasn't an average film. It was interesting enough for me to continue watching. The ending, yes, did make me mad because I was hoping for a better climax,
a better outcome,
Yeah, but no, I didn't get that. I don't know. Everything about this movie was above average to a certain degree. It wasn't an average film. It was above average, but it wasn't good enough to actually be a good movie. It was above average, but it's somewhere in between above average and good. It's somewhere in between that, because it's not a good film. Like if you don't want to. If you have no interest in Robert Pattinson, or that's actually my major thing about this movie, because we had other sci-fi movies we could have watched with this one. The reason why I wanted to see Robert Pattinson in something else, because I'm trying to forgive him. And don't get me wrong, he wasn't a bad actor in this movie. I just don't know why he had to do the baby like that.
Yeah.
Like that just bugged me. I don't know. I didn't.
And I said it since I watched X. I'm gonna watch any Maya Goth movie. So she was in it. So
see, here's the thing. I'm not saying I'm not a fan of Maya Goth, but I'm more of a fan of the other one.
Mm-hmm.
What's her name? The one that plays
Spanish.
Wednesday.
I can't remember. I can't remember the name though.
Now her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're both. Yeah.
She can get my skadoosh.
Yeah. Both at the same time. I'll share my skadoosh.
I'll share my skadoosh. But no, I don't know. Like I said, the movie's not bad. It wasn't horrible. It's passable. The weird ass sex shit that's in it, like I said, the dungeon thing. I don't get it.
Yeah.
It was unnecessary. I did appreciate it.
Yeah, that's what I said. It was
entertaining. It didn't need to be there.
It didn't make or break the movie.
No,
that's just what it is.
It was unnecessary. It was unnecessary, but it kept me interested. Right. Like it could that scene could have never happened, and I'd have been like, okay, cool, whatever. But the fact that it did happen, I was like, okay,
there was that.
That was interesting.
Yep.
She. Okay, no, wait a second. I will touch base on this one. This is in my notes too. At the end of that scene where she's doing whatever in that fucking sex dungeon room, there's something moving in there. There's like a tentacle in there. And you don't remember. There's a tentacle that wraps around her ass at the end. I remember now. What the fuck was in that room?
You're right. I remember it was like slapping her butt and stuff.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
it was like a fucking big ass tentacle.
Like, I don't know, part of the machine, I guess.
Like it was mildly disturbing and exciting at the same time. Like I felt weird about myself because I didn't know if I was supposed to be disgusted or get her hard on. Like I didn't know. I was confused. Like,
I don't know what that was. And what was up with her back too? She had some sort of deformation going on there.
I don't know, man. Like that whole scene was just weird. Like first she starts riding the damn thing, whatever it was, right? Okay, cool. Yeah. And then she starts reaching up, and then there's fucking like stirrups in the fucking ceiling.
Like straps. Yeah, she's like hanging
just
from
like,
them and riding that metal dick.
Like, you're telling me the government spent this much budget on that to put that on the ship? Like, that was a priority.
Yes, government. Yeah,
that was a priority from NASA. Make sure the sex dungeon's installed. Okay,
I'm telling you, this producer, man, she was a horn dog. She just wanted
bunch of nut. Fair enough, right?
Whatever.
But let me know that that's what I'm watching, right? I got into this movie thinking I was going to be watching a fairly decent sci-fi film, and I watched Sex in Space.
That's what I was going to say,
not
too,
even Sex in Space. It was Rape in Space.
It was. This movie, I was not expecting what this movie turned out to be. I thought this was going to be a journey, because I read the synopsis, Guy races a baby or whatever.
No. That's the synopsis didn't even say that. Okay, this is what the synopsis says. I was mad about the synopsis because the synopsis says Robert Pattinson's character and his daughter, not his baby daughter, his daughter, find themselves fighting for life in the midst of space while inmates were disappeared and were dead, right? They basically made it seem like they were like doctors or they were astronauts, like him and his daughter. And I was going into like, him and his daughter went on this space voyage and they were transporting fucking like inmates
criminals
or some shit. And shit got weird, right? And they got stranded or something. That's what I expected. The movie was absolutely nothing it was a night and day thing. The synopsis did not meet the actual film. They could have been they could have literally just had synopsis, come in space. And that would have been it.
It should have been the name of the fucking movie. Yeah.
Come in space. In space.
Yes.
Like,
space. Yeah. Echo loud as shit.
Exactly. Yep. That would have been it. That would have been the story. And you know what? And I wouldn't even been mad about it.
Well, because at least I knew what I was getting into.
Exactly.
Yep.
So far, whatever. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I wouldn't say you need to see this movie. Robert Pattinson, fairly good job. Ironically enough, even Andre 3000 did a decent job with his character. Maya Goth, she's a good actress no matter what. And if you want to see a little bit of titty, bam, there you go.
But this is one of those movies that if you ask me, oh man, do I need to see? No.
Well, no. Here's the thing. There's a scene. This scene was weird, right? I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm a dude and it was weird. There was, I guess, like right after she delivered the baby, she's like sitting in the cell room, whatever, and she's like squeezing all the milk out of her titties and rubbing it all over her body.
Yes.
And I'm just like,
okay,
all right. I mean, I've known a lot of mamas in my life, okay, and not one of them have ever said that they've squeezed the milk out of their titties and smeared it all over their body.
Rub it all over their body. Yep.
I've never known. I've never heard that shit. So that was I think this was just some shit that the director was like, yo, that's hot. Let's do that.
Well, see, but that's the thing. If my girl was to just sit there and squeeze her titties and a bunch of, I don't even find that sexy. I don't know why.
No, but here's the thing. To be fair, to be fair, I know not know personally, but I know of a lot of guys. It's called a lactation fetish.
Yeah, it's just like a lactation fetish. Yeah, but
and fair enough. If that's what your thing is, that's your thing, right?
Yeah, maybe the producer was into all that shit.
That's what I'm saying. It might have been one of them. It's just like, okay, we made the same comment for X. I said in X, the guy had a foot fetish.
Yeah,
because he was just always constantly just showing the feet, right? Just always. And I'm like, okay, fair enough. If that's what your thing is, whatever. Okay. But I don't know, man. I just wish the synopsis would have told me what I was watching. Like X, we knew what we were. Okay. Actually, believe it or not, with X, we knew what we were going to watch, but then it ended up being a little more than what we actually watched. With this film, it was like we didn't know what the fuck we were going to watch. And then it ended up being even weirder than we actually thought it was going to be.
Yeah. See, but X is a proper balance, sex and horror.
Yeah.
This movie, which is some rape, sex, and sci-fi.
Now here's the other thing, right? Okay, I'm gonna get a little political here for a second. All right, I'm gonna piss some people off. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Okay. If Robert Pattinson had did that to her, let's say the roles were rigged. Oh my God, this movie would have been canceled.
Absolutely, quick.
But the fact that it's the opposite way, that I didn't like. That was fucked up. I didn't like that.
If you notice, they did not allow the male and female rape to happen. They beat the fuck out of them, right?
But she did it, and it was justified to save mankind.
Perfect. No problem. That is the problem with society today. Like, we want to say all this and that, but we still don't have a balance.
Men don't have feelings. We don't have feelings.
Because of course we all want to be raped as men, one way or another, I guess.
Yeah, right. I mean, no, that's exactly what we want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. Yeah. I better be a conscious, okay?
Yeah.
Don't fucking make me. You do that shit while I'm asleep, we're gonna fist fight. But no, like I said, I'm gonna piss some people off with that one. I don't give a fuck.
You're robbing me because you're taking my nut for, and I'm not even, Well, let me ask you a question. He was asleep, right?
Yeah.
How do you nut when you're asleep?
I mean, I guess it's no different than having a wet dream and you nut yourself.
I guess.
I've never had that. I haven't. Okay, here's the thing. Now, mind you, he's drugged, right? So he wasn't getting up. Okay. I have had altercations in my time where people would, whoever I was with at the time would start working me over while I was asleep, and I would wake up and be like, "Hey, I got a boner, right? Okay,
let's do this,
right? Exactly." But now, if you're drugged, I guess the same would happen because you can get a hard on while you're sleeping.
I guess, yeah.
I'm just saying, I would be
I'm gonna
mad.
Just say, I guess.
I'm just saying, I've never skadooshed while I was asleep.
Right.
So I'm just saying, if I would have, I'm not saying it is possible because like I said, I know people who have wet dreams.
Wet dreams happen, but you have to be your brain's thinking about sex, though. You understand?
No, but I mean the physical thing's going to do because you got to remember, like, ejaculation is a physical reaction. I mean, you milk it, man. It's going.
I know there are drugs out there that literally make it so you're awake, but you can't move a muscle. But I would think that would include the member.
No. He was definitely sleeping because and they even and the fucked up part, they even emphasized that he didn't want it because they were showing his like uncomfort while he was unconscious. He was like,
well, he never he never wanted to have sex with her anyway.
Exactly.
Throughout the whole movie.
So basically, they showed that he was uncomfortable with it, but they didn't. There was no sympathy.
But it's okay.
There was no sympathy
because
he beat the shit out of the guy that was trying to rape the girl, but yet him, it's all for a good of humanity. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like I said, that's the only thing I didn't like. That was
but I do understand that point because I mean, you see guys going to jail for a long time, and then these teachers that fuck these young ass boys, right? They get a slap in the hand.
Yeah, they get like a couple months or some shit. Lose their job.
That's just how society is built. So,
but we are actually a little further than I was expecting. We are a couple minutes over our expectations for the scoring. But now we're at the scoring. It is that time of the show where we give scores. It's going to be a little different than we do. If you've been watching this for a while, you know we do it a little. We only do 3 on this show. We do acting, story, and production. Unlike the horror show where we do acting, story, production, and gore. There's no we're not gonna score gore in a sci-fi or fantasy film. Even though fantasy can have a lot of gore, we're just not. It's unnecessary because sci-fi and fantasy doesn't need it.
Yeah,
horror a lot of times does need it. But regardless. But we're going to do our scores. We're going to give our 1 through 5s on the 3 categories, and then of course we're going to give our 1 to 10, our 1 to 10 overall. On our overall. Of course, we have the Noble Pylon effect. That's if it's below 1. And then we have our Noble Seal if it's above a 10. And that goes for all of them. But with that said, my bad. With that, that's what this movie did. It gave me gas. With that said, we'll get into scoring. And as always, we're going to let VC Lauren go first. What do you give your score for 5 for acting?
These characters did not, but besides Robert, I can't think of his last name, and a couple of the other girls maybe. The acting wasn't that that good to me. I'm gonna give it like a 2.5. It was okay. It was like in the middle. The acting.
Okay.
It wasn't out of this world. Yeah, it wasn't. I didn't connect to any of these characters, to be honest with you.
Fair
At
enough.
all.
No, I totally agree. I totally agree. You gave it 2.5. I did go a little higher than you.
2.5. Okay.
I did give a 3.5 for this film. And the reason I gave it a 3.5 was I thought everybody did there was no bad acting as far as acting wise goes. Now, as far as me giving a shit about the characters,
Right.
I won't blame the actors for that because I mean they were doing their scripts. I just think that the characters were written very flat. They're very flat characters. So I won't blame the actors for that. Everybody did a decent job for it. They weren't. It wasn't great acting. I mean, it's basically putting mayo on a shit sandwich.
Right.
So fair enough. 3.5 I give it because it was okay. I didn't like they did even and Andre. I can't recall last time I've ever seen Andre 3000 in a film, and he did a good job. You know,
Yeah.
he did a good job. His character was probably the most sympathetic character in the whole film. I don't even know what the fuck he was in jail for. They never actually emphasized what his character was in
No,
jail
he
for.
just said that he was in jail and that his wife didn't want him to go and do this, but he
Yeah.
still did it. Yeah,
And he was
about
a
all we got.
selfish. He was selfish, and then he apparently died and became part of the garden.
Right.
That's basically what they emphasize. So whatever. Okay. So yeah, acting 3.5. You know, a little above average. Nothing great. All right. Moving along, we're going to go to story. What do you give this for story?
I thought if it would have been done better, if they would have focused maybe a little more on the black hole, because there was a lot they could have done with that.
They focused more on the
But, you
cum
know,
than the black hole.
They did. The movie was a bunch of cum.
Yeah.
And then the black hole. The black hole came second. Okay.
Yeah, that was second fiddle.
So-
even though they emphasized in the movie that was their main mission, the cum still came
No.
first.
Yeah, the procreation and illegal insemination of a female without permission was the main whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, 2.5.
Okay, no, fair enough. Fairly average.
Down the middle. Fair.
I think it's
Yeah,
fair.
it's weird. This movie I liked and didn't like. I like and didn't like, and it was weird.
I give it a 3, a little higher than you. But again, like the story had potential, right? I love atmospheric space stories. I love when people go, and especially when they did something right where space was dark, right? It's not supposed. I mean, there are gases and shit, but they made it dark and whatever. Okay, cool.
They didn't want to spend the budget.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, I get it. The focus on the black hole. I always love films about black holes and all that other shit because they're very fascinating. And when we don't even know jack shit about the inside of a black hole. We just know that it's matter crushed down into a dense. We don't know. We don't know. It could be another reality. So I love that. I love these real atmospheric space stories where they focus on the characters and it's very claustrophobic and shit. Okay, fair enough. I dug the potential. This is not an original story by any means. I've seen it before, kinda, right? The whole inmate thing. It felt like they took a very generic story of people going to space and trying to do something for mankind, and then they mixed it with like a softcore porn.
Yeah,
and
that's no film with space.
Yeah,
kind of.
it's a softcore porn in space. That's basically what I got from it. They mixed two elements, and normally I'd be okay with that if I knew that that's what we were getting into. The movie did not emphasize that, and even Pattinson's character. He was a good actor. I'm not saying he was a bad actor in this movie, but his character was so unlikable. I didn't care for him.
I mean,
I wasn't rooting for him.
The one thing that so he killed his friend because his friend killed his dog.
Yeah,
that's something that I could see somebody doing.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but I don't think they worked hard enough to make that part of the story be. No,
I mean it's just like the part of the story where they find the other ship and it's just dogs, and then you go in there and there's a bunch of dead dogs lying everywhere. What did you do? Yeah, why'd you need to show me that? So a lot of cum and a bunch of dead puppies. What the fuck is your problem, bitch? Like,
So did the
Why?
government send out a ship just full of fucking dogs and see what happens?
Yeah, right,
Or
we're
were there
just- yeah.
humans in there at some point and they all died or something and the dogs were
No,
left?
because the dogs would have been dead because all the dogs were out of their cages and shit. So it's like they just sent a whole bunch of dogs in space. They were like, hey, you know what would be cool? Let's send a bunch of puppies in space and see what happens.
Again, and what did that do to the story?
Nothing.
Absolutely
Did
nothing.
nothing. That's what I'm saying.
we mean.
If anything, it pissed me off because there was a bunch of dead dogs everywhere,
Bunch of
and
pure dogs.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Right.
So that actually kind of made me mad. I understand why he didn't take the puppy. I get it, contamination. But you know what? It's fucking sci-fi. This is the one thing I would have actually let slip. Take the puppy.
Yeah.
I would have let that
Yeah.
slide. I understand contamination, but that's the one thing they were like, no, you know, it's contamination. We can't bring the puppy, blah, 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 plus the food. So that's where you want to draw the line. That's where you
Right.
want to try to be accurate. But, you know, everything else, fuck it, right? That's the one free ticket I would have given you is take the puppy.
Take the puppy at least. Show some humanity.
Yeah,
Like,
but again, that's
but
the
no.
reason why I didn't care about these characters because there was no humanity to any of them.
yeah.
They were just all horny.
Yeah.
That's it.
They were.
Like that.
Yeah,
Come on.
weird, but okay film. That's what I'm gonna say.
So yeah, so like I said, you gave it 2.5. I gave it a 3. Let's move on to the production of the film.
Well, the production, I mean, they did not do things correct. When he threw the bodies out of they should have float away. You know what I'm saying? Not just fall.
Yeah.
Weird. Dark space looks cool to me. You know what I'm saying? The black hole looked cool, but the lighting, you know, some of the scenes were. It was filmed well, but it wasn't. They didn't spend a lot in cinematographics
No.
or nothing like that. Yeah, they really didn't. So I'm gonna say production was average, very average. I'm gonna give it a 2.
Oh wow, I think I'll
Yeah.
score you on that one.
Yeah.
I will give it a 3.
Mm-hmm.
Because like again, I did like the atmosphere of the production, like the
That's what it was. It was the atmosphere.
you know
the
what
colors,
this felt like? It felt like this felt like an 80s sci-fi film.
Okay.
It had a very 80s, even though it wasn't even trying to
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't even trying to be an 80s film, but it felt like it was an 80s. It was very
Yeah.
very dark, very
don't
atmospheric, very quiet.
I don't think it even had a time period.
No, they never.
Yeah,
As far as I know, they never really emphasized
yeah.
that. Production, though, I mean, like I said, like you could tell it was you could tell where the money went. You could tell that it went to Pattinson, Maya Goth, and probably Andre 3000. Right? That's where the majority of the budget went. Absolutely. It wasn't a horrible film production wise, but like I said, with 3, I'll give it a 3 for being entertaining. But man, I'm being nice. I'm being nice because there was a lot of things that pissed me off about it. But I'm being nice because it entertained me.
And we're talking about production still, right? So the cum look real. That's good production.
Well, I
work.
say right. I'm like, I don't know if that was real or not, but I mean, hey, you know.
But whoever worked on it,
And that sex dungeon scene with the octopus thing.
yeah.
A lot of money. I think some money went into that too. So okay. Fair enough.
That probably came out of the producer's basement, and she wanted to put it in the movie. You know what I mean?
She got her stirrups up to the ceiling. She's like, "Yo, I use these at home. We can use that." Fuck.
You ever seen those bulls that the women get on? It was kind of something like that, except with a penis.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I give it a 3. So with that said, we're going to go into our final one. We're going to go into our overall. What do you give the overall score for High Life? Which I'm going to tell you right now, before you go into this, the fucking name could have been changed too. Why the fuck is it called High Life? I thought this movie was about pot. Straight up.
It probably would have been
I
better.
actually did some Google searches, and that's what they thought that. Like I was looking because when I was looking up for the the wallpapers and like the posters and shit, it kept giving me like people smoking pot.
Smoking pot and shit. Yeah.
I'm like, you picked a really poor name for this. I'm just saying, but okay. So what do you give the overall score for High Life?
I can't go past a 4 and I'm going to give it a 4 because the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, the movie at some points was very interesting, and at some points it bored me. So I'm going to be fair. You know, I'm going to give it. I'm not even going to give it a 5, but I'll give it a 4. I wasn't. 4. I can't think of it.
I think I'm being. I didn't expect.
You beat me in all of these today. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think. I think I'm being a little more nice to this film, even though a lot of there was a great deal that pissed me off, but I did find some enjoyment in it. I will give the overall.
The ending sucked.
No, the ending did absolutely suck.
Yeah.
No, the overall, it's like I said it during most of my scores. This film is above average for me. It's above average. It's not below average. It's above average, but it's somewhere in between average and good. It's not good. It's not average. It's somewhere in between. So I give it a 6.5.
Okay. Yeah.
It's still a little bit above average. You know, it's like a point and a half above average.
But the movie did have real potential if they would have fall back on the calm a little bit and a lot of that stuff and focus a little
on
more
the actual science of it,
like on the science fiction,
like
part
the black
of it,
hole and shit. You know, their actual fucking mission.
Yeah.
Like, for example, why the fuck did they get out of the fucking? Why did they go to that other black hole that they found? Why? Why? What was the purpose of it? Were they just bored and said, "Fuck it, like we're just gonna do it"? Was that their out? Like, why? They like, I don't get it. I don't understand why.
Like at the end, right?
Yeah.
At the end, you mean?
Because they found the one black hole. That the black hole towards the end wasn't the same black hole. That was a totally different black hole.
Yeah, there were two of them. Yeah, 2 or 3 or 2, I guess. Because the one girl died in the first one.
Yeah, Maya Goth, fucking she which okay, why? Okay, all right. Why the hell? I understand why Maya Goth did the whole. Okay, no, I don't. Because she was depressed. She was depressed about the whole baby thing.
She never wanted
right?
to have a baby.
Yeah.
She never wanted to have one to begin with.
And she knew she was basically raped. Okay. So right. I get her depression and possible wanting to kill herself. But why fly into a black hole? Why not just vent yourself?
Yeah.
Like, okay. But then on top of that, the chick that was actually supposed to fly the ship, she had no intention. Why the hell did she kill herself?
I don't know.
She vented her. You remember? Because everyone was like, oh my God, she's not in the ship. And then the chick that was supposed to fly the ship let herself out the airlock. But they never explained why she did that.
And why did the doctor do it? I know the doctor had guilt. You know, she had guilt for what she did before she got there. And I guess.
And then she vented herself. Yeah. That's like, why? What?
Yeah, like, it was some parts could have been explained better at least. Yeah.
Again, I think this was okay. All right, I'm gonna say it for what it is. I think this was an excuse to get Robert Pattinson in a movie that has sex in it. This is someone's wet dream because of course everybody since fucking Twilight came out has always had. Everybody's always had like what is it? Team what is it? What was his name in those fucking movies?
I have no idea.
Whatever. There was like you had 2 teams. You had the werewolf guy, and then you had Robert Pattinson.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
team this. You had team this and team that. Team whatever Pattinson's character in the.
What was he? Was he team werewolf or team vampire?
No, he was a vampire. He was
vampire. Okay.
I cannot remember what his name in the movie was, but he was team whatever his name was in the movie. And then the werewolf guy that everybody liked was team whatever his name was in the movie. Right. And everybody liked either one. They were always sexually obsessed with one of them. So this was a chick who was sexually obsessed with Robert Pattinson as the vampire dude. And she was like, man, I got to get him in a movie that has to do with sex.
Yeah. Had the money to blow on him and just got him to do it. And we didn't even get no Robert dick or nothing. I mean, so there wasn't much.
Nope.
So it was like.
Nope. We got a little bit. We got a little bit of titty. We got some asshole and balls.
And a whole lot of what did you call it?
Whole lot of skadoosh.
Skadoosh, yeah, a whole lot of skadoosh.
That is what we call it here on the SS Yamama.
Yep.
It's called skadoosh. In space, we make the rules.
That's it.
But yeah, that is our overall. Again, we wouldn't highly recommend it unless you are curious. It is it's a curious film. If you're curious how you want to see Robert Pattinson in a movie, you're curious because that's basically what it was for me. I just wanted to see how Robert Pattinson. Because here's the thing, I am not a huge Robert Pattinson fan. I'm trying to still forgive him for Twilight. Okay. Last movie I seen him in was The Batman. Okay, and he was passable. It wasn't it wasn't my favorite Batman film. But it was a decent Batman film. So I'm like, you know what? I'm at that point now where I want to see him in more stuff because I want to forgive him. Now, mind you, this movie came out before The Batman. But like, I'm curious to see him in more films because I want to forgive him for Twilight. I do. Right.
Wasn't Twilight like his breakout though?
Yes and no.
Kind of.
It was a breakout with all the teen girls and lonely housewives.
But he
Anyone
did
else?
other shit before that.
No. I'm just saying, like everyone else hated the fucking film, and anyone who liked horror and
Well, that,
vampire,
but-
Twilight's what destroyed vampires.
Yes.
Because before that, vampires were vampires. They were fucking
Yeah,
fucking
now they're all
monsters.
sexy
Yeah,
and they
now
glitter.
they're all pretty and they glitter and everything. Like it was a fan fiction made by a chick who loved to make vampire porn. That's basically what it was. And this film kind of felt like it was like, hey, let me write a fucking sci-fi film with Robert Pattinson in it, but that it has sex and stuff in it. Like the movie didn't have a compelling story or anything. Like I said, this is a curious, entertaining film. Like I got through it. It was passable, but I'm not going to sit here and say, oh my God, this is a must see. You could go your entire life without seeing this film and you'd be okay.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that one.
Like 6.5 overall for me. I know you gave it a 4 overall.
I gave it a 4.
Yeah.
A 4 flat.
So there it is, guys. That is our discussion on High Life.
High Life. Now go out and get high, because that's what you want to do after you watch
exactly.
the movie.
Like I love that and play with myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is High Life, and that has been the quest. And this out of our quest for the good sci-fi, this
Our journey just begun, and we got a lot of work to do.
yeah, we got a lot of ground to cover, and this
A lot of ground to cover.
this is.
This movie didn't
This is a-
help you jumpstart. Yeah.
No, we got to go get some
No.
gas after this one. Our ship's
don't think that-
running out of gas because of this one. Okay.
The generals back home aren't happy.
No, they're not. We're gonna
They're not
have,
happy.
we're gonna have to send back a very negative report. So
Yep.
overall, there you go, 6.5, 4 from both of us. That is our score, and that will go into our normal 19 films, because like you know, we do 19 films and one countdown as we do here, and this is on that list now. And we'll see at the end of the 19 films, of course, where we're at and where this one plays, if it does or if it doesn't. But we hope you
Yep.
enjoyed tonight's show. We do.
Yes, we do.
I am going to go and say my passage, because I have my own passage for this show, and I have my own passage for the Grim Tales show. And my passage in this one is even more cheesier than fucking the Grim Tales one. So I will let you go first and say your farewells.
My passage still remains. Okay, because now actually it makes more sense.
Yeah, it does. It does. It absolutely
Right?
does.
And this, live long and prosper.
You're gonna
Tuvok.
Are you you fucker? Not Tuvok. Well, okay. Yes, it is Tuvok.
All right, Tuvok did it too. Okay, that's what I
Tuvok
mean.
did it too because it's a Vulcan
Yeah.
thing, but
It's a
he's not the
Vulcan
one
thing,
that
but
started it, you
Kirk,
son of a bitch.
or whatever. Yes,
Spock.
Yes, Kirk, or whatever.
Spock.
Spock.
I'm gonna slap the shit out of you.
Spock. Suck my.
Don't you
balls.
mess with my Trek, you son of a bitch. But I will pass it with this one.
But Tuvok is my favorite. Whatever.
Is he your favorite Vulcan or is he your
my
favorite Star
favorite
Trek
Vulcan.
character?
No, he's both actually.
Really?
He's one of my favorites. So,
Over Worf and Captain Picard and all that shit?
okay, my favorite captain, I'm gonna tell you right now, and I know a lot of people may not agree, but it was Captain Sisko. All right, Benjamin Sisko is my favorite captain.
Okay, you know what? I'm not going to hate on you for that. I do like Cisco. He's not my
Sisko's
favorite.
great.
He is not my favorite. Even though I love Odo. Fucking love Odo.
Oh, Odo. Oh my God.
Odo's like my second favorite character.
I felt
third maybe.
I felt bad for Odo half the show. Like he was in love,
Yeah, no, I love
and-
Odo.
Yeah.
Odo's like my number 3, I think. He's a rough one because I like Worf, but then I like Data. Data's probably my number 2.
Oh, Data's great. Worf is great.
My number 1 though
And
is
Voyager.
Picard. I love Picard. Okay?
You love Picard? I love Picard
Picard.
too. I love his everything he does, but not my favorite captain.
No, I get it. Cisco had a little more humanity to him than
He did.
I get
He
it.
did.
I
He had
get
his
that.
son and everything.
Yeah. No, I love Voyager. I mean not Voyager, Deep Space Nine. I love
Deep
Deep
Space
Space Nine.
Nine, yeah.
But I love the trilogy anyway. I like Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager. So
And I even like the simple characters like Lennox from Voyager.
yeah,
I don't know why, but he was fun. Yeah, he was a good character.
No.
And of course, you know who my favorite female character is.
Do
The
tell.
board chick.
Yeah, I know.
The board
7
chick,
of 9,
man.
I know.
Come
Yeah, I
on,
know.
7 of 9, man.
I know.
Giera something, I forget. Mara Matrix, whatever her fucking name was. She had a long name.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware. But before we get into a whole, because I could sit here and talk about Trek all night.
All day long.
But fair enough. That's still going to be your passage. You're going to live long and prosper. If you're going to do live long and prosper, you better do the fucking hand symbol, okay?
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what? I'm not sure which way the camera's pointing.
There you go. You're good.
So
You're good.
I believe it's right. I believe it's correct.
You got it. You're good. You're good.
I believe it's correct.
So yours live long. I of course will also. I wasn't. This was not planned. I am also going to have a passage from Star Trek. It's a very simple one.
Okay.
It's a very simple one. So I hope you guys enjoyed your show. We did go a little over on this one, but fuck it. It's our show. We can do whatever we want. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. Come join us next time. It's every Friday. Every Friday is an episode. As you know, if you're watching this, you know that's our schedule. Hopefully you enjoyed this show. Come join us. Get in the Discord if you want to find out what the next show is about. Also get in the Discord to find out information about how you can get on the show. Get in there. If you're listening to this on the audio versions, the link one more time again is linktr.ee /NOBULL_GI. That is linktr.ee/Noble_GI. That is all the shit you'll actually need ever. All things Noble and Noble affiliated. You'll find Synthpop Radio and the VNG Dev over there, so forth and so on. Just get to it. It's important. That's how you know it. Plus, like I said, the Discord. But with that said, thank you for joining us here on The Quest, and make it so.
Number 2.
That's right.
Make it so, number 2. Or what is it? Number 2, make it so.
Number 2,
Whatever.
make it so. Peace out, y'all.